Did y'all see the 2021 Grammys?
Yeah.
It was just like,
I heard about it.
Grammy.
I'm surprised they gave Nas a Grammy.
Why are you surprised?
Cause it's just like, all right, all these years you ain't give him a Grammy.
But that's why I asked you again. Why are you surprised? We're in an era of tokenism.
I was just about to say
why are
that.
you surprised?
I agree.
They just
I
gave
said
Spike
finally,
Lee for Black Klansman, which is one of his lesser movies. If we're honest,
of course.
But they made sure that this man got an Oscar. If we're in a
Well,
I don't like tokenism. I feel like that's a form of white supremacy too. But go ahead.
Absolutely disrespect. But what is now where it's so.
Shout out to Nas.
To Kim and walk on you just because I mean we same church the whole 9 yards. So interesting with the scriptures, right? So if we look at the 12 tribes and just dealing with things and dealing with people with olive hue, and Jesus said, bronze will hear. All right, cool, right? So the scriptures in the dozen Revelation says the first shall be last, the last shall be first. So when you're looking at, we're dealing with European oppression and just how we are oppressed in different ways. That's all kind of mentioned about dealing with what made Drake easier, kind of like untouchable.
Yeah.
Because his European background and stuff like that. That made it
he was
that
just
a little
coming
bit
from
much.
Canada. Like we automatically
And hold on.
we're just weird like that.
Also
right?
having nationality too.
Yeah.
See, having nationality also people don't understand how much broad of a audience and things that actually opens up for you. He's not just somebody that he's just black. Like what is that?
Facts.
You know what I mean? He actually he's a Canadian kid he's Jewish. Oh, his father was this, his mother's that, blah blah blah. Oh, he was on Degrassi. He has a whole he has a file. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but yeah, I kind of forgot what I was said a little bit.
Going back to about why Nas and tokenism. You was
all right.
Yeah,
so it's dealing with Nas. So I mean, it's simple. Like I said, literally, it's just now that people that have put in a body of work is finally being recognized because you got to think about it. They've been around for so long, and hip hop to this day, no matter how you look at it, even with all this nonsense. It wouldn't be without these people.
Correct.
Period. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can, especially for the era of the '90s, you could call Nas, Hov, and all of them. They're literally the founding fathers of a certain era and energy of hip hop. So it's just like you can't move forward and keep going on without that. And even on top of that, Nas actually shakes his hands sit down with a lot of Europeans. His Hennessy endorsement and stuff like that. So Nas also too is like he's seasoned now, if that makes sense. It's like he's basically like the wine and stuff that people drink. Right. He's seasoned to the point he's able to literally
old wine. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it being Lil Baby should have won a Grammy. I'm gonna just keep it being.
It's just premature.
I will say
it's just premature. No. It's just
premature.
premature. It's just premature. It's not that he don't deserve it. It's premature.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. No. It's unpopular opinion. Nas said they got album, but we talking about current who had the hottest album of 2020.
Let me ask you something. How many times does Grammy acknowledge someone that just came out and gave them a Grammy immediately? You have to be seasoned. Grammy is something that you got to be seasoned in. There's no way in the world I heard somebody that's been around for 3 years or such, then they just pop.
Kendrick? Yeah. Kung Fu Kenny. Kung Fu Kenny was brand new when he got it.
How long was
that
that
Butterfly? Yeah, he got a Grammy. He got like 4 of them now.
He got raped out of it was the Good Kid, Mad City John.
And he got a Pulitzer. Yo, screw a Grammy.
But listen, but look, Butterfly. But how many? Listen, but how long was that out of body of?
How to Pimp a Butterfly was brand new. Yeah, that was. I think that was like his first project. He got a Grammy for.
They didn't give him for Good Kid, but they gave him for Pimp Butterfly.
Yeah, but I think again it was at an era where people felt like hip hop was dead, and you had Kendrick and J. Cole.
I was gonna say actually it was time sensitive. Yeah, it was definitely. I said that was a time sensitive.
But Nas shouldn't have got no Grammy. Let's be honest.
You said Nas?
Nas should not have got a Grammy.
Yeah,
I don't
do you mean?
Let me be honest.
Okay,
so I'm talking for this. I'm not saying overall. Oh no, I'm saying for this. Oh, overall for sure.
Me personally, I'm giving it to him for his overall body of work.
But that's
he
not
should have
the way
been gotten
it's supposed to work.
You're right, but I mean, but we don't have power. It's the Europeans. So
Yeah. But this is half the problem, man. But this is definitely half the problem, or 90%, maybe 75% of the problem. But the other part is us, man. Like we have our own stuff, and we continue to give it away. This is how I always explain it. This is how I explain it. For too long, we wanted like we never asked for anything more. We never asked for any special treatment. We just said we just want the same that everybody else got, right? Mm-hmm. So we like, yo, can we get a house? Nope, we gonna redline you. All right, can we go to a good school and get education? Nope. So we start HBCUs. Y'all won't let us in? Cool. Can we go to our churches? No. Cool. We start the black church, which actually precursor to the HBCUs and a whole bunch of other stuff. So people going to stop saying the black church don't do nothing because you wouldn't have almost anything black excellence included in NAACP without the black church. Anyway, so let's keep going. So then we want to play sports. Yo, can we play baseball? Nope. Start the Negro Leagues. Sell out. Y'all come like, okay. So what we've done, and it continues to happen, we start soul training words, all this other stuff because y'all won't acknowledge us, right? But then, for some reason, just like Black Wall Street, after they burned our stuff to the ground, killed a whole bunch of people, the moment things were desegregated, we was like, oh, cool, we're going to leave. And that's what happened, right? We still doing that today. Exactly. And the problem is we're selling our house so that we can rent a room in our mansion. And that's a problem. That's a problem. So the fact that we're still seeking validation from Grammys and Oscars, yo, if they don't, go where you loved. Like, why do we keep thinking that we got to be acknowledged by them in order to solidify what we're doing, right? It's a problem. We're too busy looking at Rodeo Drive and not looking at the real estate. We're too busy looking at the address. Like, oh, I want to live on Rodeo Drive, but bro, your house was worth so much more.
Exactly. It's perception. It's perception.
So we got chill, but it's tokenism, and I don't like it. I think people who deserve it should be giving it to it at that moment, period. I don't listen to Lil Baby, let me be honest. So shout out to Nas. He should have got it for Ether. Just simply based on that.
Wow. All right, what you think about Kanye winning the best, what do you want?
It was weird again. But it's weird. It's so weird. But I knew he was going to win.
Oh, really?
Yes. This is a bad thing about gospel. They are dying to have big names again, right? Tori Kelly a couple years ago got a Grammy for a gospel album. The album was cute. It wasn't gospel. It was cute.
Right.
It wasn't gospel.
Right.
Kanye album, cool. But it's Kanye. So you automatically knew they was going to give it to him. Simply for name recognition. They want people to get into God. Because guess what? The politics of it, to your point, is, people may come and see who else is in the gospel now because Kanye West did a gospel album.
Jesus is king.
Oh, right? Tori Kelly. Tori Kelly is a white woman, right, who's a Christian, and she has a lot of, UK descent. So they're like, oh, if we give her a Grammy, she'll come out to our events. If we give her a Stellar Award, maybe she'll show up and people will watch the Stellars because she's there. It's that type of nonsense. So shout out to Kanye, though.
It's for the look.
Yeah, it really it's for the politics. It's really they're trying to substantiate their genre, and instead of just going about it the right way and giving people in their genre opportunities, because they play this vicious cycle of, well, we're only going to keep. If you listen to any gospel station right now, they still playing stuff from the Clark sisters. Like, are you kidding me? You tell me ain't no other good gospel? Like, are you kidding me? There's maybe one or two who break through, like a Corinne or Jonathan. Other than that, you listen to stuff that came out in 98, in 2002. It's like, what are we doing? It's a lot of people that's coming up that they won't give a chance to until they pop. So that's a whole other conversation. But shout out to Kanye. The album was fine. I give it like a 7.
It was all right.
That's fair.
Kanye, the richest black man in American history.
They said that's false.
They said it's false?
They actually said that's cap, bro.
In American history?
They said
who's richer than him?
I don't know, but they said that's cap. I looked it up.
The richest, so not black person in the world, but
in
Black America.
Yeah, I guess.
So I think that's not true.
No, I looked
6.6 billion.
They're like no.
Okay.
Yeah.